Hong Kong's close linkages with China economically has also meant that Moody's, after it downgraded the outlook for China, also did the same for Hong Kong. What is the government's response?
Well, I don't think it is a fair downgrade of our economic outlook. In fact, in terms of our financial system resilience, our economic resilience, we have very strong buffer and very resilient. And the economic growth this year is about 3.2%. The three drivers of our growth in terms of export of services, capital investments, consumption are all registering positive growth. Although externally challenging, so the exports continue to fall a little bit. Yeah.
As we continue to build new relationships with the Middle East, with ASEAN, where are you seeing green shoots?
Well, you know, it is important for us, on the one hand, to continue to make the best use of our traditional markets, US, Europe, but we do need to have new markets and new capital inflows. That is why we have been working very hard with our counterparts in the Middle East and the business sectors there. And we are very pleased to note that last week, say for example, the first Asia ETF on Saudi Arabia was launched here. This is only the first step. I expect more two-way capital flows to come in the coming year.
When you talk about the market, the Hang Seng Index is the worst performer in the world, pulling back 15% this year. Some of the weak performance is blamed on China's weak economy. Do you see light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, I believe China is coming out from the economic adjustment, and it is going to grow to meet the target of growth this year, at least 5%. And the outlook for next year is still on track to grow. So I think the current, I think the assessment of Moody's is a bit, how to put it, what I mean is we have already moved from the bottom and start to improve strongly. So I don't think that assessment by Moody is a fair assessment. Not to mention Hong Kong ourselves in terms of financial resilience, economic resilience, the strength of our fiscal situation should give us better rating on that.
You just came back from San Francisco as you attended APEC. You were meeting with, of course, Xi Jinping as well as other APEC leaders. What were people asking you about Hong Kong, and what were you telling them?
Well, due to pandemic, a lot of people haven't been to Hong Kong for quite some time. So what I have been doing is to tell them Hong Kong is completely recovered from pandemic. Our doors are wide open and welcome them to visit Hong Kong to see for themselves the vibrancy and vitality of this place.
This weekend will be the district council elections, and electoral changes have resulted in a narrow field of candidates. Judging from public service announcements, is there a concern about a lower engagement of participation from the public this time?
I don't think that is the case. In fact, after the electoral reform, now is the patriots administering Hong Kong, and there are competitions in different DC districts. So still present very healthy competition, and I hope people can choose those they think will serve their interests the best, and working hard for Hong Kong and for the district.